Problem number 8 from your review. We have a situation where we're playing craps and we bet $5 on a pass line, and there's a 244 out of 495 probability that you'll win. And then so the complement of that, 251 over 495 that you will lose. What are the values for the random variable x? So the values for this particular scenario are the winnings or losings. So if you win, you get $5. If you lose, you get negative $5. So these are your random variables. Show that this setup is a probability distribution and construct a table. So our table would start off with a win or a lose. And so we don't have to label this, but we should. If we win, you get $5. If you lose, you get negative $5. And the probability for winning, assigned probability for the random variable 5, is 244 over 495 and a 251 over 495 for losing. So it would be helpful if you actually wrote the event on this column to get things set up. So this is our probability distribution table. Find the expected value and standard deviation. If you remember, the expected value is the mean, and we know what the standard deviation is. And there is a complicated way to find the standard deviation and also the mean. The mean's not so complicated. We just multiply the x and the p of x, and then we add them all up. And so it's actually not that bad, but the standard deviation is a little bit more difficult. Instead of relying on those formulas, I would have you just punch it in your calculator, starting with the table. So go to your tables or your lists, and let's clear out all our lists. We're going to use L1 and L2. And for our first list, L1 is going to be our random variables, 5 and negative 5. Remember, the negative sign for the 5 is down here. Our list 2 will be our probabilities. So if you just want to calculate it right here, you just type in 244 divided by 495, and that will give you a more precise decimal. And so the next one is 251 divided by 495. So this is our probability distribution table in our calculators already. To find the mean and standard deviation, we simply, let's go quit out of this, we simply do one var stats. So stat, calc, one var stats, and this time we're going to do L1, comma, we need to get L2 involved here, comma L2. And if you press enter, you see something interesting in the standard deviation, in that the sample standard deviation is not computed. We go directly to the population standard deviation. So our mean, notice it says x bar, but we should call it mu because this is for a probability distribution, is a negative 0.707, or 0.07 would do. Our standard deviation is 4.9995. So we are dealing with money here, so it would be good to just say round off to the nearest cent, or maybe even a tenth of a cent. So here we're looking at 7 cents, a loss of 7 cents. And for our standard deviation, our standard deviation is in dollars now, so it's actually $5. Okay, this is problem number 8.